Hi, I would like to talk about the word change. This world is in need of change, and I want to talk about change. So, what is my experience with change as of so? What do I associate with change? Change can be anything. Can be a great variety of things. Change can be to change my clothes, to change my shirt. And if I make that into a comfortable experience, then that process is a cool experience. It can be a supportive experience, actually. And so change can be a change of socks or shirt or sweater. And change can be money that is left to tips to the waiter. Change can be money left as tips to the waiter. And in that, I see that change is that occurrence of something that is just like a floating through, sort of. The occurrence of something that floats through, that keeps on implying change, like an avalanche, sort of. Like first start the snowball running, it continues to roll the snowball. So changes. This world is in dire need of changes. I've gone through lots of changes with myself. I've gone through changes as of living with addictions, of porn, of hashish, of alcohol. And I've changed that into a more responsible being, more honest being. And I've gone through process of change, both in physical and in practical, tangible terms. So it all boils down to what living words we let control us. Because whatever we do in our lives, I would say, whatever we do these days within our lives, we are living in words. We are driven to do something because of a word. And that word might as well be emotional memory that is compressed and suppressed throughout the years from something that is emotional memory, and that emotional memory is a specific word that we live by. And when we live by these specific words, we have that consequence of that particular emotional word in our lives. When we live the living words of a compressed emotional word, we are creating results from that compressed emotional living word. And that could be a tough pill to swallow for very many, I'm sure. That is the importance of living word, of getting to that place of to stand responsibility and self-honesty. I say that till here no further with separation, with corruption and abuse. I want to take responsibility for myself. I want this world to change, even if it takes to change time. I want the world to change. I want to change myself so I can change the world. And that is getting to that point of stand, of responsibility and honesty and perfection, to say that I forgive all those, and in detail do that forgiveness of all those compressed memories, all those compressed emotional memories that are creating your world, and to stand up and say that now I can take on a word without having to be directed down to my emotional memory again. And I can have that word of, for instance, change, and live that word, and be that word, and define that word to myself. Define that word to myself. To genuinely be that word, to live that word, and express that word. As for what is best for all. Thank you very much for listening.